Well, it's that time again. Outer Points Productions is about to go live with another Knockout Challenge match. Join me, Little Cheddar, and my guest live at the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, as we will be delivering some of the best mediocre commentary in the business. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the match, and don't forget to jump in the chat and say hello. Please take the time to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that like button, and share it with all your friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you right after this word from our fabulous sponsors.
Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Outer Points Productions Studios, live inside of the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I am Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and that is my good friend right over there, Mr. Chris Nobody Knows Green.
Afternoon, everybody.
The Fargo sandbagger himself, back in the booth, being a little bit invisible again today. Actually, my left arm is missing. Right arm is missing. Gotta love virtual sets. Anyway, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the last match. That was a lot of fun. If you want to go back and watch the Scotch doubles between Tim Bloomers and Mike Quella, had the lead for a really, really long time throughout the match and ended up losing to Mike Schultz and Lee Thomas. So fun to watch, though.
Yes, it was.
But
good match.
We have 2 new players for this afternoon's match. Dereck Delancy and Oshkosh's favorite, or I don't know if it's Oshkosh's, the Varsity Club's favorite. Okay, maybe Sunday's favorite.
Sunday's favorite?
Maybe just today's favorite here at the Varsity Club. Tim, Mr. Volkman.
Yeah, plays here all the time.
Sure does. And plays lights out. Plays really good pool. Let's see if he can bring it today. We've got the new format in play, of course. The 8-ball for the first set, 9-ball for the second set. And if we do go to a third set, we're going to be playing some 10-ball. So sit back, relax, enjoy. I'm going to leave it in the very incapable hands of Chris Green. I'm going to go out and have the player's leg. I shall return.
We'll be here. Afternoon, everybody. Nice to see ya. Yeah, they'll head out. They'll go over the rules quick. Get the boys to leg. Giggling at Amy's comment to Fred about how good the salsa is, and she's already eaten half a jar, and now she's going to have a stomach ache. All right, the boys are legging. Ooh, I think Tim's going to get it. Oh, yeah. So Tim will break first. We'll start out with 8-ball. Race to 5, I believe, with the with these boys in the higher caliber. It's alternate break, not winner break, unlike the 499 and or the Scotch doubles. So that is other little difference. But yeah, I believe 8 balls a race to 5, 9 balls a race to 7, and then race to 6 and 10 ball. And if we wind up 5-5 on a hill game, then we'll go to a spot shot shootout, which you'll hear Dale cheering for all the time, because he wants to try out his pretty white gloves to set the 10 ball on the spot for the players. All right, gone over a couple of rules. Everybody's on the same page. Mr. Volkman is wrecking. All right, let's have some fun. See some good quality pool.
You know, one of the things that I really like about this match, actually, if we can get a better shot. See, there, you can see a little bit. Tim Volkman is sporting the Craig Fowler collection.
Yes, he is today.
Yeah, look at that short shirt. Is that not beautiful? Bought it at an antique store, from what I understand. All right, so as you can see by the scoreboard, on the outside, on the top of the 8 balls, it is a race to 5, as I had mentioned. Then set number 2 is a race to 7-9 ball. Here's the difference between this and 1.4. 1.4 is playing winner break, and that is directly because of their Fargo range. This is alternate break because it is 625 Fargo and under. It was put to a vote, and that is what the players voted on, so that's what we're going to do. I like it. I like the alternate break.
Yep, I do also. It's keeping the matches kind of tight, keeps it interesting. Nobody's running away with it. All right, Dereck choosing to take solids. So now he's got to work on possibly getting that 2 ball out.
So it looks like Amy has already tried out the zippy asparagus from Fred Renner. Jamie went and picked some up.
Oh, so it's asparagus she's eating, not the salsa, huh?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
It's the zippy asparagus.
Ooh.
All right, we're going to see Tim back at the table relatively quickly after that dry break with his... Let's see if we can get another shot of that Craig Fowler collection. Oh, there it is. It's a thing of beauty.
It is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, that was found at antique store in Fond du Lac, as a matter of fact, for 38 cents, if I remember correctly. You think it'd be worth more than that coming from the Fowler man?
Yeah, Dereck kind of got away with that miss and really didn't leave Tim anything to shoot at for an opening shot. Yeah, I don't know why that keeps turning.
That's why.
We're talking about the camera, my camera.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now you did it. Now I'm all blurry.
Yeah. There
we
you
go.
go.
There we go.
Now it should stay.
You can tell I got some sun yesterday.
You out on the bike?
Yep. Yeah, wife and I took a little bike ride.
Why do I look so much shorter than you?
Because you are shorter than I am. nothing personal, but
No. Didn't take it that way at all.
because my chair's higher than yours, I don't know.
Nope, mine cannot get any higher than what it is. I promise you, without breaking out the high chair.
All right, hit the outer point on that, and I think again he's going to get away with it.
No, he's got the 15. Tim's got the 15 ball.
Oh, awesome. Okay, yep, I see it now. Now look at the monitor. He's got some work cut out though for him. 10, 11, 14 aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
What's going on, Michael Johnson? Team Dereck. Charles Ash, love the Bahama blue and gold, buddy. Jamie Cools. Now, wait a second here. Hold the phone, Jamie. It says, good to see you today, Fred. Thanks for the conversation. Amy really loves the zippy dilts. All right, I have to disagree with this because there's a part of the statement that I know is not true. So in order to have a conversation with somebody, there has to be two people talking, right?
Correct.
Have you met Jamie Cools?
Yep.
Have you?
Once.
Did you ever get to say anything? Love you, buddy. Love you, Jamie. Holy smokes. He put all of his body
into that
shot and then some. And did not come out at all like he had hoped. That 11 ball did not move. Typically, that's not a good way to play pool.
Nope.
No. It's kind of hard to be accurate when you're
hitting something at 500 miles an hour?
Yeah. But if anybody's known Tim Volkman for a long time, he has played with a lot of body English his entire life. That's a good shot. That's a really good shot.
Yes, it was.
So he's going to need a little bit of an angle
to try and break out that 11.
Yeah. Otherwise, he's going to be in a spot of bother.
Right, playing the combo. Ooh. Went for the breakout off the combo and
no shot.
Not get rewarded.
Yeah, and that's,
Yeah.
I mean,
See how good he's
it's kind of a
today.
poke and hope, you know.
Yep, a little bit.
I think we have burgers coming.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Aha.
Wow. Wow. Sorry about that, folks. I forgot to switch the angle. I think Chris got it just in time to see. Yeah, don't let those knuckleheads get a hold of it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want the caddy?
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
Okay, was this...
One head onions.
No, I'm just wondering if... Was this done to be funny up there? Because this is hilarious.
No, I think
this
she
is funny.
Well, I mean, she was trying to be funny, but she was like, these are the ones with the onions.
Tell Farley I love the onions in the
Okay.
top.
Well, that was a nice jump from Tim. Unfortunately, the cue bounced off the table, giving Dereck ball in hand.
All right, Michael, I think you're getting a little bit carried away with this here. Jamie, Jamie, this fully stems from what you had said earlier when you were driving up by Fred, and Amy mentioned to me about the midget pornography, I believe it was. Mm-hmm.
That sounds interesting. Well, this could get a little interesting for the leave on the 3, being tight on the rail, but should be all right. Ooh. As I say that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, a little double kiss on the 3 just made that interesting.
Yep, and if he tries to pocket this 3 in the lower right, there is a good chance he is going to scratch.
I'm thinking he's going to bank. It's dead on.
That would be I believe, would be the smart thing to do.
Yep.
Kind of a two-way shot.
Yep. Nice shot.
Yeah, beautifully done. And as he should, Dereck runs out on Tim's faux pas on the combo.
Yep. That's kind of serious to see if Tim would play a little more safety or defensive game, or if he'd stay pretty aggressive.
Yeah, Tim's pretty aggressive.
But it's early yet, so.
Let's talk about Bobby Jo Coons just for a moment. She is the owner and broker of Home Sweet Home Real Estate in Waupun, home of the hitman himself, and also given why he's in prison, Mr. Al Holden. She's got many years of experience in residential, land, farm, and commercial real estate. If you are interested in some property, give Bobby Joe a call at 920-345-1055. All right, Dereck pocketing a stripe on the brake, but I think I would have to opt for stripes too. The toughest ball is to get to, or is the 11. Still very doable. Look at the mess he just made out of this rack.
Yep. Got fortunate with that miss. Messing up the rack. Tying up the 10 and 1 and now the 6 and the 11. Leaving Tim tight on the 4 ball. I think I'd still stick with stripes though.
I don't think he can get on this 11 ball anymore, though.
Nope.
I think I would actually just play safe here. Yep. This is a good shot.
That's a nice shot. Yep.
If he did leave him a piece of the 1, that would be the best thing that he could do.
Yeah. Get Dereck to break out his 10 ball for him. Derek's going to kick at the 7, it looks like. Calls the 7 in the side. 1 rail kick. All right. Tim choosing to play safe again, which I think was a wise idea. Kind of put the 13 in a slightly bad spot, but still very doable. Not bad. Not bad at all.
I think if I was Tim, I would actually jump this 14 in. Pocket the 14 and then pocket the
7 ball?
No, 11. Yes, pocket the 7 with the 11 ball. Good shot.
Yep. Well, let's see if he plays your idea here.
Yep. Looks like that's what he's going for. Oh boy. Wow.
Well,
Look at how it ended up, though.
yep. Got a little fortunate with that 11 snuggling right back up on that cue ball.
Thing is, he definitely wanted to make that 7 ball.
Yep. Calling the 4 ball. Oh, now here's a good time to pocket that 7, get the cue ball all the way down table.
Indeed. He could actually pocket the 7 ball and run into the 10.
And get his
And
10
break,
freed up a little bit.
Yeah, get his 10 out of there. Because as long as if he can leave that 11 ball right where the 7 is, it takes away Derek's out.
I'm surprised at this. Well, yeah, I guess it's going to force Dereck to open up that pocket for him. Oh, Derek's going to play safe. Oh, he was trying to get to 7 with the 6. Okay.
Ed messed up his 2 and Tim's 11. It's going to be a long game of 8-ball, folks.
Yes, it is. Going to be some chess played here. At least for a shot or two. Yeah, Tim calling safe. I think Dereck was hoping to hit the 11-2 with that shot. With the look on his face of a little bit of like,
Like a little disappointment.
yep. Because, yeah, Dereck could get himself in trouble pocketing a 6 here.
I think he tried hitting the backside of that 10 on that shot, too.
Yep.
Got too much English on it.
So, me, I'd be going after that 3 ball and playing safe. Oh, nice attempt. Thought he was looking at the 1 ball there for a second. Sorry about that.
It's not a bad shot because
Nope, breaks up that cluster, gets
right.
more of his balls out, so now he's got something to use for breakout shots. And really didn't give Tim anything easy to have to try and break out the 10 yet if he wanted to get aggressive. So, yeah, it wasn't a horrible shot at all.
So if Tim really wanted to, he could hit this a little bit thinner, the 13, a little bit thinner than normal with just a lot of inside English and come into that 1 ball. And if he hits it with enough pace, it could move the 10 out of there and still have a shot on the 11.
Yep.
Very risky shot, though. Oh.
Beautiful attempt.
I think if I was Tim, I would hit the backside of this 10 ball. And even if you leave Dereck with a shot on the 4, that's okay.
Yep.
Because getting to the 2 ball is either the 2 or the 5
Yeah,
is
they're both
really
still tricky.
Yeah, really difficult.
Yep.
Oh, beautifully done. He did not leave Dereck with anything at all.
That is a good shot. Very nice.
Yeah, this forces. He's actually going to go for the kick, and I like the shot from Dereck.
Yep.
Instead of
keep
going into
that
the
8 and 11 tied up.
Yep. Instead of taking the bait. Oh, never mind. I still think it was the right shot, even though, I mean, obviously you put too much English on it, but
Yep.
This is actually not too hard of an out.
No, not anymore. Follow down. Good stop shot on the 11. Gives the 8 ball up in the Vincent Didio pocket.
Yep, as long as he can get to, yeah. Nothing wrong with this.
Nope.
If you can stop the cue ball right there, that is ideal.
Yep. Nice out. Smart shooting.
1-1. Let's talk about Vincent Didio for a little bit. Seeing as how he just made a ball in his pocket, we
Right.
may as well do it, right?
Exactly.
Vince D. of Gallery 83. Tattoo company down in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, where Vincent is a multi-award winning artist. Over 20 years of experience in all styles of tattooing. From elaborate black and gray realism to simple, small designs. That's why he gave me a tattoo, isn't it?
Yep.
Simple, small design. The hell?
It's okay though, because the tattoo looks really large.
Yeah, it does look big.
On your small arm.
Vince is equipped to bring all of your ideas to life. Relaxing, safe, and clean environment. And if you're interested on getting a little bit of ink on your body, somebody was saying, I think it was Peyton Foltz in the last stream. He had mentioned that, forgot how we got on the conversation. Oh, Amy was talking about her, she feels like she has extra chins, right?
Okay.
So I put the booth cam on and showed her my extra chins because I have 1 or 2
Right.
or 4. But who's counting? Anyway, Peyton Foltz gets on there and he's like, yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean extra chin. See, you're shrinking, but your skin count remains the same. You know, it's you still have the same amount of skin on a smaller frame, basically is what he's saying. So the body doesn't fit the frame anymore.
Right.
It's like an old car. So I got all areas of shrinkage going on. VinceDtattoos.com or VinceDtattoos@gmail.com.
Nice shot.
Chris, you like Jeff Dunham?
Yes.
One of my favorites. I love him.
Yep.
I don't think Tim can see this 12 ball.
Nope. I think he's going down table for that 13.
Dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And this is one of the things we talk about on the stream all the time. And I don't know if he had an opportunity yet, but given where that 8 ball is, he's putting himself in a really bad position here. See, if he makes this jump shot, and even if he gets shape on the 10,
Yeah, he
what
still
good is
doesn't-
it going to
Right.
do?
It doesn't give him a breakout on the 8.
Yeah. I don't like that jump shot.
I could see from here maybe back cutting the 10 and trying to block the pocket.
Oh, for God's sakes. Oop, he's playing it. Playing the jump.
Going back to the jump.
So
Doesn't like either one of his options, so
unfortunately, where it says Varsity Club there in the chat, that's Roger Pregler. So just everybody ignore that. It's not Roger Pregler's account, but yeah, just I don't like this because now you could also be giving up ball in hand, you know.
how does that not drop down?
How in
that
the
was
hell?
pretty impressive. Rattled both outer points, hit the back of the pocket, and then sat there.
Let's play that back.
Even Tim was watching the replay on the big screen. He's like, how did that
Look at that
not fall
12 ball.
down?
That
Yep.
thing was like a foot off the table. Oh, there's the break. Oh, you didn't get to see it, but yep. That's the break that Tim needed and allowed Dereck to get to the table to take it. Oh boy. Uh-oh. I think Dereck just put himself in a nasty position here.
Yep.
So I don't know if this one goes past that 8 ball.
I don't think it does.
Yikes.
So now you're taking a long, thin cut on that 4 down in the corner.
Peyton Foltz says, no, it's improper alignment on my body and frame. Extra skin. Son of a... You, Peyton. What the is wrong with you? Son of a...
I believe Dereck is looking at lining up, banking the 4 on the side. Try and hold for the 1. Yep.
Looks like Michael Johnson is number 2 today, huh?
Yeah, so far.
In the community leaderboard. Of course, Jamie Cools is number 1 because he does do the most talking. Who's number 3? Amy. Amy, you're right behind your husband. Of course, Fred Renner is number 1. And a boy, Fred.
Keep up the good work.
Oh, that was nicely done.
Beautiful shot. Unfortunately, he bumped the 1 tight to the rail, so now he's got to bank again.
Yeah, I think he's going to bank this one and end up with a ideal shot in the side
For the 3.
for the 3 ball. I think he's getting out. I mean, there's no safe anywhere.
Right.
You know, you may as well go for it.
You got to go for it. Ooh. Ouch. Well, that'll bring Tim back to the table.
13-12-10.
Yep.
Got to get all the way down to
At least the second time in there on the other side of the table.
this end of
Minimum.
the table.
Yep.
Somewhere down yonder. Just don't hit it. No, he's fine.
Man, now you can take her all the way down if you want.
I think I would play this in the side.
Yep.
Oh, then again.
Yeah, I don't
Man,
know.
I think that's kind of close to the outer point. Yeah, and if you're in doubt,
Yep.
you play
He's
it all the
going-
way down.
He's going all the way down. Perfect angle for a little bounce off the rail. Get lined up on the 10. Ooh.
Nah, he's fine. He'll just draw behind it. Little low right. Boink.
Beautiful. Nice shot.
All right. 2-1 in favor of Tim. And if you're wondering what in the hell is going on, why did Tim just win that game and Derek's racking?
Because it's alternate break.
Because it's alternate break. The 499 and under group which after the next 4 matches, there's 2 matches today, as a matter of fact, and I believe both of them started at 4:00. But anywho, we got to check in on that match actually, see what's going on.
See what's going on.
They play winter break. 2.1 in the 625 and under plays alternate break.
Oh. Dereck got a little fortune on a 3-ball getting in the way, or that cue ball is going in that side pocket all day long. So that pocketed the ball. Has a couple options on the table. Concede a 9, concede a 5, concede a 10.
Alrighty.
My guess is Dereck is looking at playing that 13 off the 12 in the side to try and open up the 12 ball.
Oy, caught the outer point. Yikes.
Whoopsie.
So if you're hanging out over on Facebook, got a couple of people over there, come on over to YouTube.
Yep.
Doesn't cost you a penny.
Better picture, better sound.
Same crappy commentary, but that's just the way it goes. That's not going to change with Outer Points Productions.
Nope.
The benefit to that is you can be a subscriber.
Yes.
That helps me stay in business because I get paid about 1/3 of a cent for. Ooh, that was nicely done.
Yeah, it was.
That's the only real trouble ball that Tim faces. Well, the 4 ball might be it, but he should be able to take care of that now if he can get that 7 out of there.
Yep, I think he's playing for the 7. Yep.
And then, shoot the 4 in the lower left-hand Vincent Didio Memorial pocket.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Now he's in a spot of trouble.
Yeah, rolled a little too far for the 4.
Yeah, and the issue is now that I don't know if he can put enough on. Well, actually, he should be able to. On the 1 ball, just a ton of, yes, right there. Just a ton of lower right to leave himself straight in. This is not easy. This is a very touchy shot. It's a lot steeper than what it looks on camera.
Yep.
Thanks to the fisheye effect of the lens.
Afternoon, Justin. Welcome to the match.
Or do it that way. Oh, and he makes it besides.
Wow.
Jeepers Christmas.
Whoopsie.
That's actually not a bad idea, running into that.
Yep. Yeah, now the only trick is to get on the other side of the 4 to either put it up in the Vincent pocket or pocket it in the side. He might even try and come all the way around and put the 8 in the same pocket. Nope. Gonna take what the table gives him.
That was a very fortunate little rub there.
Yep.
I don't think that was intentional, but he'll definitely take it.
Who won earlier?
Don't tell him.
The other two guys. All right.
We can't tell you and here's why. Well, I could tell you, but that's no fun. Because then, if you go to YouTube and you watch the match, I get more views.
Right?
Who asked that question?
Justin. Ellington.
Justin Ellingson. Yeah. You're going to have to go back and watch, Justin.
Hey, good sound is always a good reason to come over to YouTube. That way you can make sure you don't misunderstand our wonderful commentary.
The hell are you trying to sell? Nothing going in for Tim Volkman. No. I guess something is down. Look at Stripes.
Oh, yeah.
Just wide open.
Made a solid. Yeah. Make the 9, and from there you're on the run.
Band on the run.
I mean, a little bit of a touchy leave to get on the 11 to put it in the other corner because the 3's blocking the 1 pocket, but beyond that.
Who is that? Who is this guy?
I don't know. I can't see his face. He's walking away. What, is he trying to...
No, he's just staring in the window over here.
Maybe he's hoping you'd open it up so he can request a song. And Tim getting rid of that 11 ball ASAP. Ooh. Trying to get on that 14 and went a little steep on it and ended up bumping the 8. So now really, it might be a little tricky getting back on that 14. I don't think he'll try and go rail first. Now. He could take the 15. Try and kind of get himself a little bit of a back cut on the 12 past that 3 ball. And risk rattling it because of the 3 sitting there to get over for that 14.
Jim does not seem very happy about that.
No, I think he thought the cue would draw back a lot farther. We played on this table a little bit Friday, and it's like the table's a little quick. It's a little hard to control the speed a little bit, and so I think he was afraid to like overstroke that draw shot. All right. Tim making a 12. Pass to 3.
Yeah, how do you get on this? Well, never mind. That's how you do it.
Ooh, ooh.
But how do you get on the 8? Excuse me. Actually, he could play this in the side.
Yep. If you can see the 12 and make the cut, just float over to the other side of the table and, yep, cut it right in the side there.
That's nicely done.
Well executed.
That is nicely done. That is a really good shot by Tim.
Yep.
All right. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, you still
All
got to
right.
see it. There's another really good out by Tim Volkman. 3-1. Dereck wins the first game. Tim comes back and wins the next 2.
No, we missed one score. It's 4.
Is it?
Yep. That's what I thought. 4-1.
Who said that?
There's this chip.
They're not using the chips.
Yes, they are.
That's 5. He'd be on
no,
5.
they're coming off the bottom rail.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, they moved the chips to the foot rail, so they're scoring off the foot rail.
Is it 4-1, everybody? Well, we're not going to worry about it. That's the players. We might have missed one. Or Chris did. I didn't.
Right? It's all my fault.
Yep. If not, then it's Trevor. And he's not even anywhere near the chat.
I hate the color of this. That should not be that color.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty nice of Pete Deaton just comes up to the booth and gives me a I think he made these for Dumper Dan. You know what? It'd probably be just as easy if I showed you.
That's a big old mug.
This is a huge mug. Wait and see what so it's got Dumper Dan's on one side, and this thing is heavy. I mean, this is a big ass.
It's
mug.
big.
And
What did you say? It was
the opposite
24
side,
ounces?
Yeah. Grind like no other. Pretty cool. Thanks, Pete.
All right. Looks like Derek's playing the 5 in the side. Nope. Derek's changing his mind again.
You know what, Corbin? Thanks for being the strong young man that you are. You've been through a whole heck of a lot, especially having to put up with Jamie. we know you love your mom like there's no tomorrow. So, and I will never forget that picture that you drew. Right, I think you showed me at the junior tournament last year. Pretty impressive. And I agree with Fred. It's one of the things that people do in silence sometimes that other people are not aware of, that if you're a Christian, I don't bring up religion, but there's a difference between being a Christian and religion. Huge difference. And I am one. Born and raised Catholic. Really don't want anything to do with it. But those prayers will go on. They will not stop.
Correct.
Smart play by Tim.
Yep.
He does leave Dereck with the 2-ball, but it's hard to see if that 3-7 combo will go. I honestly, I think it would.
I think
If
it
hit at the
will
right
yet.
pace and it comes off the backside of the 11 at all, I think it would go. Ooh, crap. That's 2 that he's missed in that pocket already.
Yep. Vincent Pocket's beating him up.
Couldn't agree more, Jamie. You know, that's the cool thing about the junior tournament, that getting to know Corbin, he's a pretty cool little kid. He's probably not so little anymore.
Ooh.
Oi. That's an illegal jump shot. You're not allowed
Right?
to do that, Tim.
No scooping. Didn't hurt him any, but yeah. Now we'll see if that 3-7-7 off the rail off the 13 goes in the pocket. Trick is what happens to the 3-ball if you take it. Yeah, he did that earlier on the front table when we were practicing. He's like, "Ooh, I gotta be more level and not do that." I'm like, "Yep." And what's he do? Zing.
See ya. It's getting hot in here.
So no, I don't know if I like playing the 7 straight up. Yeah, I kind of like playing the combo. Because that way, hopefully, it'll open up the 3 also.
Oh my goodness, Amy. Stop it. You're gonna make me cry. How old is Corbin now? I can't remember how old he was. Was he 12 last year for the junior tournament? I can't remember how old he was. I can't remember how old I am.
Right? I don't want to remember how old I am.
Me either. And saying that he's a couple inches taller than you now makes him... Doesn't that make him a couple inches taller than me? I
13.
don't know what Dereck is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's eyeing up unless he's thinking about trying to play the 3 off the 15 in the corner.
Yeah.
That-
It's not a bad thing to do, because if he does play it at the right speed and doesn't make it, it might end up blocking that pocket.
Yep.
But still, it's a very risky shot. So, yeah, Corbin is 13 now. Just block Peyton. I'd block him permanently, as a matter of fact.
Timeout. Timeout for you. All right. Tim wanted Dale to go out and watch the shot because of the way Derek's moving the cue ball around, so I get it. It's a kind of a tight area, and you bump a ball, it's a foul. Does that 3 make it up in the corner? If you would have shot it straight, it did. So, let's see if Tim can run out the rack that Dereck just opened up for him.
Ban Peyton permanently for the next 5 minutes.
Okay.
Just permanently for the next 5.
Sure you don't want 10?
Jamie, are you talking about Corbin yet, or are you talking about me? If so, man, that's rude. Ouch.
Tim got a little straighter than
I thought he
wanted
loved
on the
me.
12.
I thought Jamie loved me.
He does love you.
That's what love
Sometimes.
is?
Yeah, maybe. Oh. Well, Tim's trying to screw up the run out on this rack.
And wait a second, Amy, are you... What the... Amy, are you... Who are we talking about here? Corbin or me? I'm not enjoying this conversation anymore at all. It's hurtful.
That's worth another laugh.
Well, Jamie, it's not that I forgot. It's that I don't want to.
Right?
Wait, are we talking about height yet, or are we talking about attitude or maturity? If it's
I'm not
maturity,
sure.
yeah. If it's maturity, that's
I'm assuming height with the cue stick
sure.
being taller than a jump cue. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Tim.
Man, spank that one.
Yep. Yeah. Misjudged that one, trying to draw back for the 12. Trying to get back in line. All right. Dereck needs this to keep the match alive. Well, this set alive.
Uh-oh. That's not going to do it.
Ouch.
Now he's got to find a way to cut this 6 in the side and hit it with perfect speed to get on the 2 ball. He can't play this 2 right now. He could play safe, but
he
I
could
don't
play
know if-
safe, but
Yeah,
I don't
that's-
see a real easy save.
Yeah, that's not a good idea, my opinion.
I could just move it over to the left a little, maybe. Now you got all kind of foobar. Now it's got my head cut
Yeah,
off.
we're just rearranging some furniture in here. No, don't mind us.
What? Jamie's supposed to be at work?
See, that's why you look taller than me. See, that's perfect.
There it is. Right up until you sit down again.
That's better. See, now you don't look so tall. Or I look taller, I mean. That's better.
Oh.
But
Gets
Look-
away with it. Well, did he get away with it? Does that 14 go past the 6?
that does not go past the 6. I have a camera view that proves that. Okay, it doesn't necessarily prove it, but it's close.
Yeah, Tim's laughing and looking at it, so yeah. I think you're right. It does not go past.
Yeah, but what an easy save for Tim right now.
Yep. That's what I was thinking. I'd play it. Block the pocket. See, now this I don't like because
I wouldn't have done that.
You make the cut on the 6. You might get a leave on the
Yep.
2. Catch that 14 just right. I want new tires. Ooh, all kinds of stuff moving around. All right. Well, once again, Tim has a chance to end this first set.
Amy, I don't think Jamie's putting new tires on anything right now. Yeah, and Tim's game is 9-ball too. So if Tim runs out the rest of this rack and goes up 1-0, it's going to be hard for Dereck to come back in this.
Yeah, Tim loves the rotation.
Tim is a rotation player, no doubt. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's a little fortunate.
Yep, got a little lucky there.
He's going to have to float this down past straight in. This is a tricky shot for Tim because if he doesn't, he's going to run into the 2 otherwise.
Yep.
So he's got to hit this one with medium pace. Oh, that's beautiful. He couldn't have put it in a better spot. That's nicely done. All right, this 8-ball for set number 1.
Yep. 5-1. Set number 1 goes to Mr. Volkman. Ooh, cigarette break.
All righty, let's keep this party rolling.
All right, the players are back. We're back.
That's not a good thing to do, Tim.
Nope.
You do not stop the cue ball in mid-stroke. Or, yeah, let it fall, man. Let it fall. Yeah, and that one wasn't kicked by anything either. That thing
Nope.
just went straight into the corner.
Yep. All right, line it up for the 1, come down for the 2.
Oh, you're a good rotation commentator.
Right? I believe he's going to try and draw back for it.
Oh, yeah. Going to try draw right down the rail. Uh-oh. He was so worried about not getting behind the 3 ball.
That
He
got
drew
himself
it
behind the 9.
Yeah.
Wow.
He drew it so far, he went all the way behind the 9.
All right.
Jipers. I think we're going to...
Jump shot for
Yeah,
Dereck.
let me get the telestrator. I mean, the instant replay ready. Why not?
Right? Everybody likes to see a good jump shot twice.
Oh,
Oh.
my goodness.
Makes the ball and scratches in the upper corner. That's brutal.
This is
No
just,
justice.
This is just naughty. But then, you know, he shouldn't have hooked himself in the first place.
True. Yep. You know, you could say, well, I got a bad roll, but you're kind of the one, like you say
Yeah,
all
you
the
didn't
time
get
on
a
the
bad
stream.
roll.
You're the one that gave yourself the bad leave in the first place.
Yeah, see it, and like this, I hate shots like that. Why not just play it in the other side?
Right, and follow it over.
Follow it over. What's going on, Brave Billiards? Is that Dave or Brad? What's going on?
Tim's just going to hit all these shots with a draw shot.
Yeah, we just draw it. Every cue ball we're gonna draw. I get it. It's a cool looking shot. We all learned it as amateurs, and it's the cool thing to do because then everybody's like, "Oh, well, you can draw the ball."
Yeah. Now he's got a
One-
funky angle.
Yep. Then it gets you in trouble. Then you try to draw harder the next time.
Yep. I think
This is not a good angle.
Yeah, that's
I
why I
think
said he
he's-
kind of got himself in trouble again.
Yeah, he's got to draw out of it. Why not shoot 5 draw shots in a row? This is almost like a low right inside draw. Because you can pull out of that scratch. And then the cue ball goes 2 or 3 rails to get to the short side of the 9. Not an easy shot. But I think it's the only way to get down by the 9.
Yep.
Jamie Cools, I am not going to go outside right now to take a look. Apparently the car's done. Tires are changed.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's he trying to say? He stole them off your car?
No. I think he's talking to Amy, but maybe not. Not sure.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I thought maybe he's talking to you about going outside.
I'm not going to go outside. Not till we're done. See, he actually played it. He did play that shot.
Yep.
And did not execute it. Caught both outer points, I think, actually.
Yep.
Just kicked it right out of
Almost
there.
got lucky and got it to drop in the side, but
Whoa.
ouch. All right, first rack of 9-ball for both players is turning out to be quite interesting.
You got to remember that this table banks short. If you hit it with any kind of pace at all, The English will not take, and it will end up short. If you hit it with a little bit of like a finesse, it will take off. The spin will take. So it's all speed. Outer points.
Outer points.
Dereck kind of slapping himself in the forehead there. You didn't get to see it.
All right. Little back and forth, the drama on that one, and Tim pulls off the first rack.
That would have been huge for Dereck, just for the simple fact that not only would he be taken away Tim's break, and go up 1-0.
He had a chance to break and
You're right.
win the next rack and, get ahead on the serve.
I don't think that's tight. I'm just kidding. Let's go to our sponsor spotlight, shall we?
We should. Who are we talking about?
Rob Miller.
All right.
Rob Miller and his partner are the owners of the Conscious Carnivore down in Madison, Wisconsin. They opened their doors in September of 2013. They're a whole animal butcher shop that provides expertise to help customers be more knowledgeable about what and how they eat. From local animal sourcing to on-site high-quality butchering, they can ensure grass-fed and healthy meats. They believe it's time to recapture the flavor of cooking and connecting with family and friends over a home-cooked meal. The Conscious Carnivore
Nom.
makes me want another hamburger.
Right? More beef.
See, I think I would have tried to play the 1 off the 4 or the 2 off the 4 to kick that 4 out of there, because now, unless he decides, man, this is a perfect opportunity for a safe, I would actually have played safe on that. Because of, it's so hard to hold for that 4 ball from there.
Yeah, I think Tim missed that on purpose for that reason, but could be wrong.
I think you've lost your mind.
Maybe.
Judging by the look on his face afterwards, the disappointment, I don't think he missed that on purpose.
Yeah, but
Oh boy.
ouch, that is ugly.
Yeah, he made it, but man, this is tough.
But even missing the 3, he really didn't sell out with the where the 4 is sitting. I mean,
Right.
it's going to force him to play a 4-8 combo.
I would not. I would actually play safe.
Well, I'm just saying if you want to be aggressive. I mean, yeah, the smart play here is to play safe.
Uh-oh. Well, that turned out pretty good.
Yep. 4 ball was getting all kinds of kisses.
Lucky ball. What?
Yeah, Tim not seeing any future in pocketing the 4, so playing a safe. That might be wired now.
No. No, it is not.
Oh, nope. Oh, that's ugly.
That's not nice.
Never claimed to be nice. Nice little tap shot by Tim.
Not too hard of a safe, actually, for Dereck.
Nope.
Hit it nice and thin with a lot of right-hand spin. You might be able to spin it right behind that 8-ball. Oh, he's going for the nicely done.
Beautiful shot. Nice kick.
See that one again. Maybe we'll see that one again. Uh-oh.
Yeah, made the 4. Got ugly on the 5. Kicking again. Beautiful.
Wow. Jeez. That's a good shot.
Was a good shot.
I think he's got to go all the way around table here.
I think he just has to hit it pocket speed.
No.
Little tester for Tim. Ooh.
Oh boy. Yeah, and not.
Yeah.
I think I would actually.
Tim trying to
I don't know
hold
if
for
he
that one.
can
I
hit
don't know
this thin enough. Oh boy. That's not the best safe either. Sorry.
Nope.
Because now this is doable for Tim.
Yep. Down, hit the top rail, and float back down. Just pocket the ball with some pace. Yep.
Outer points.
Ooh. Of course. Outer points positioning.
Should be.
All right, Tim waiting for the bartender to quit walking through his line of sight.
Nope. Nope. That's the unfortunate thing. You just hate to do it to anybody.
Yep.
And Tim was really nice about it. I mean, it's in the rules. You cannot concede a game, no matter what. Even though it was pretty much a tap in on the 9 ball, you cannot concede any games.
Then at least, I guess, if you're gonna call it a good thing, now's the time to make that mistake for Tim.
Yeah,
Because it's real
thank God
early-
it's not the end.
Yeah, it's early in the match, so it's not like you're selling out the set or something, and then like, oh, now I got to go to the, the third set. So this, yeah, it sucks, but now he knows the rule, and it's really he's only down a game.
Yeah. Just hate being. That's the hard part of this job sometimes when you do have to enforce a rule
Yep.
that it's in place for a reason,
Yep.
It happened in the Scotch doubles, and it ended up costing the entire match.
Yep. That one cost a match.
That was huge.
Yep.
But rules are in place for a reason. Anyway, moving on. So, now what is Dereck going to do with the 4-5? Leave him alone. This is actually a good opportunity for Tim to put that cue ball right behind the 8
Yep.
and make it difficult for Dereck to get a little bit of pace came off. Tried a little bit too much finesse and ended up leaving Dereck with a straight-in shot on the side.
Ouch.
Holy smokes.
Got hold of that draw shot.
Yeah, Dereck just made this a lot harder.
Yep. You could go for the bank with a little bit of a draw to hold for the 7.
Thanks, Mike Pinnell. Yeah, honestly, I forgot to give. I didn't put it on the scoreboard, but yes, it is 2-1, Dereck.
All right.
Big opportunity for Tim to get it back
Yep. Yeah.
and make that boo-boo go away. It's even worse when you're friends with the guy, too. You know?
Right.
You got to enforce a penalty like that. It was a beautiful shot.
Awesome shot by Tim.
Yeah.
Nice
this is
recovery.
ideal.
No, Michael, Tim does not lose the one game he won. Dereck just gets one extra game for a penalty.
Yep. He loses the game that was conceded. Ooh, I drew that a little too far. And the subsequent game. Holy goodness. Jesus.
You couldn't see it, but Tim stood up and put his arms up like a big victory thing.
Holy cow. That one hung there for
'Cause he
a
thought that
long time.
Yep, he thought that one was hanging there and giving away another game. That 9-ball took
Got
its time walking itself in.
All 3 outer points there.
Yeah. Tied up at 2-2.
Let's talk about Brett Tovar right here in Oshkosh. Actually went all the way down the furthest that I heard He took a job down in Menominee Falls.
Wow.
Somebody had heard, I can't remember who it was because there was quite a few, but he had heard about Brett on the stream, and Brett came down and took care of, oh, look at this break. Jeepers Christmas, this might be over already.
Right? Make the 2. If a 2 goes past the 6,
Yeah,
4-9.
all he's got to do is make the 4-9.
It's one way to get yourself back ahead.
Yep. Zoom in there. Oops. Never mind. Back up a little bit. All right. What is he thinking?
I think he's looking at playing, if he misses the 9, to play the 8 also. 3-way shot. 2-way shot? 3-way shot?
All right. Good shot.
Yep.
That makes it 3-2 in a hurry.
Gotta love 9 ball. Couple of short racks, and next thing you know, you're jumping ahead.
And a dry break by Dereck as well. Bringing Tim back to the table right away with a shot on the 1. And almost natural shape for the 2 in the side.
Yep.
He's got to feather this in, and this could be another quick rack. Not an early rack, not an early 9, but
not
it's a
early,
very
but yeah,
runnable rack.
definitely. Yeah, 2 to the 3, I think, is the hardest to leave.
Three to the 4. Or 1 to the 2.
Yeah.
All you had to do was get straight in. It would have been a stop shot.
Yep. Yeah, I'm surprised he hit that soft. He
Mhm.
did float up a little more. Well, let's see what he does. Get on the 3 ball. I'll try and get on the 3 ball.
If he cuts it in the side, there's no way to avoid hitting the 8 ball. So
Yep.
he's got to figure out how it's going to come off the backside of the 8. And if he hits it wrong or if he hits it full, he's going to be blocked by the 4. But I don't think, I mean, unless he plays a bank on the 2, I don't think there's a way to avoid it.
Yeah, and I don't think you can thin cut it up in the corner because the scratch is
Oh, definitely not.
way on.
Yeah, now he's looking at where it's going to strike the 8 ball, or if it's going to strike the 8 ball. I think you play the
It's going to hit this
cut in
with
the
some
side.
pace.
Yeah, this is what I was talking
Yep.
about. So hits the 8. Now he's got a really difficult hit on the 1 or on the 3 ball without scratching. Besides,
Yep. Yeah, because even the 1-wheel kick isn't easy because the 9's in the way.
I don't think he can shorten this up enough. It's either that or he'd have to go between. Boy, this is tough. Yeah. And the worst thing he could have done was break up that. Ooh, and the 4 is going to go in besides. So I don't know if. I think the 7-8 is definitely on, but I'm thinking the 7-8 carom, not the combo, because I think he could leave himself pretty easy. I think Dereck got out of line already here. He can still make it, but the cue ball is going to be going right at the 6. That's a good shot.
Very good shot.
That's really well played.
Nice recovery.
So this is kind of what I was talking about, Chris, is now he's got an angle that's kind of towards the 9 or the 7, kind of the same direction, but he's going to have to play, oh boy.
Ouch.
It's not the worst.
Nope.
And this makes it really tough for Tim to play a good safe. Oh boy. I think he's going to go. Is he going for the 9?
I think Tim's trying to drop the 8. Good hit. But now I think he lined it up for Dereck. Nice shot.
Yeah, look how this ended up too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you can't put it in a better position.
Nope.
Hoo-wee.
Wow.
That was a little close.
Yeah. Almost rattled her.
I think Dereck actually, he was worried that he missed that ball because he got up out of that shot like, uh-oh.
Yep. All right. 3-3.
Let's talk about Pete Sorcy. Over 27 years now, Pete owning martial arts, or Sorcy Martial Arts, sorry, has served the Milwaukee area with traditional Taekwondo, Anayan Eskrima, and Danzan Ryu Jiu-Jitsu. They focus on personal growth, offering safe, tailored training for all levels, enhancing life skills alongside self-defense. Join their community where martial arts empower everyone. What a good dude, too. Pete's a good man. Lots of pleasant conversations with him over his business and all the things that he does to support the community.
Oh, delicate touch on
Pretty
the
good
cut on
shot.
one, but
Yeah,
yep.
pretty good shot holding that. That was not easy.
Nope. Now Trick is getting down past the 6-8 for the 3 ball.
There's that massive body English again. By Tim
He does
Volkman.
get flamboyant sometimes.
The Craig Fowler collection going wild there.
Making the palm trees wave.
No doubt. And everything else. The coconuts, too.
Ooh. Little shy on that one.
He can kind of spin this one in with some left hand low and come up for the 6 in the side pocket. Bit of a touchy shot. There it is. Nicely done.
Could be another short rack.
Probably going to be a 7-9 combo. Not an easy shot at all. This is tough.
That cue ball went out farther than he wanted it to.
Steep angle on the 7 and not a straight in combo. That 9's out, good diamond and a half. That makes it pretty challenging. That's what Dereck needed. I would try to play the 8 in the same pocket this 7 is about to go in. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I have no idea what that was.
Right? I don't know why he hit it at 900 miles an hour, but worked out for him.
Oh, my
Okay.
goodness. And he's going to get
He's
saved.
going to get lucky with a safe. Yep. That's brutal.
Yeah, but I think Tim's pretty happy with it, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Tim's one of the best jumpers in the state of Wisconsin. There is no doubt about it. Tim and I have talked about it on many occasions. I'd still whoop his ass. But Tim's a good jumper. This is right up his alley. And you are 100% Fred. That shot was, oh my gosh. Don't give it away, Tim. Smart man.
Yeah, he wanted to.
He was literally about to give him another game, which would have cost him 2.
Yep.
Again. This is, it might sound stupid, but anything can happen. We've seen it.
Yep.
We have seen it time and time and time again on the stream. Makes the jump shot, scratches, give your opponent ball in hand, and then lose another game on besides. That would be brutal. Dereck Delancy up by 1 in this race to 7. Shoot out, shoot out, shoot out. Is it too early for that?
Maybe.
Fred, because Fred said that too about, that was a rushed shot, and there's no question. He did not take his time at all on that 8 ball. Even given the fact that where he played it really caused question for me, because I would have played that with follow in the first place because it was easy shape to get on the 9 on the side.
Yep.
Where he took ball in hand that's where I would have tried to get the cue ball, and it would have been a lot easier to pocket that 8 ball with follow. Uh-oh.
There's a touchy shot.
He just got short side shape on the 3 ball. It's almost hanging in the pocket, and he got...
Now he's got to shoot it all the way down. The only good thing about this shot is it's a natural leave for the 4.
Right. Wow. Yeah, that's not going to
Floated
go
it
in.
out.
You know, I like the fact that Dereck, he moves the cue ball around instead of playing the soft roll, whatever, because that's honestly what you're supposed to do, especially on a bar box. But I think he does it too much.
Yep.
Where he's trying to do too much with the cue ball. And that one ball, he honestly was not that hard. And Tim got a little roll here too. Zip it, Fred. Yeah, you're probably right, actually. Shoot out. Shoot out. Shoot out. I'm going to get a tape made of that. Just for you, Fred. Say it like 10 times. Oh, it was the right idea.
Yep.
That actually, if it would have been just a little bit thicker. No, sorry, a little bit thinner. That cue ball would have been right behind the 4. Jinxing it. Look at that. Fred went from
3 to 2 and
3 to 2
comments.
because of that comment.
Yep.
Way to go, Fred.
Trying to get back on the leaderboard.
Short side on the 8.
Yep.
It's not really too much of it's almost by the diamond, so it's not that bad. Good shot. And just kind of floated down for the 9 ball in the lower left. And we should be back to, oh boy. Oh, Tim. That's no good.
Yeah.
That's way too much movement for that cue ball. All you
Yep.
had to do was come one rail.
Yeah,
Just
I don't
one
know
rail
why he
and out.
didn't just come one rail. And I mean, I can see why he came 2 rails, but then he should have hit a lot softer. Beautiful recovery.
That's a nice cut. He's not too pleased with himself, but
Nope.
made it.
All right, 4 to 4. Keeping it tight. Got to match a 9 ball, that's for sure.
John Kramer. Greg Andler. Priya Nataraj. Matt Strong. Nice break by Tim.
Yep, not too bad.
Jan Maglio. They all make up the committee, the team, if you will, of Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame. All very good. And you know what? Actually, Kelly O'Hearn as well. She is the one that I submit all of my flyers to that go on the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame. It is a nonprofit organization that recognizes and honors the individuals who have made a profound impact in billiards through exemplary talents, dedication, and their contributions to the sport in our state.
A little harder, he would have fluked that 9 in.
Right? They work hard to preserve the history of these individuals and act as a foundation of support. One of the cool things that what John does for the KO Challenge. Oh boy. Well, you got a lot of that. A lot of into that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He's going to be banking another ball here. So every one of these KO Challenge matches, or tournaments, I should say, the champion gets a 5-year membership into Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame, as well as a shirt from John. And he's done that for every single one so far. So much appreciated, Mr. Kramer. This is a really good shot by Tim Volkman. Wow.
Ooh. Very nice.
That was really well played. Tim even looked up at the booth and was shocked himself. Thanks for the whole team, at Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame. Make sure you're there at the banquet this coming October. If not, we're going to put you in timeout. You're going to be sitting there with Peyton Foltz for the rest of the
match.
And one heck of a pool player. Is he talking about John? For God's sakes, Fred. I wasn't going to say that. I mean, he's okay. He's pretty decent, I guess.
He does all right.
Yeah.
I get Derek's thinking here, but unless he's doing a one rail kick.
Fred was talking about Kelly O'Hearn.
Oh, okay.
Now we're on the same page. Yes, indeed she is. Yeah, this is a tough hit for Dereck.
Yep. Yeah. Ooh. Beautiful attempt. Fred says John likes his salsa also. Right. I think Tim's looking to cut the 5 clean.
I think I would actually attempt the carom here.
Yep.
Oh boy. I don't know if we got a good camera angle for the... Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Hey, your camera stayed in place for once. I was going to say, I think he could probably...
Ooh.
Oh, he's got it. He actually could not have hit that any better than what he did. Here's there. Yeah, he's got good half-inch to spare yet.
Nice. Oh, Dereck pulling back ahead by 1. 5-4.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you're not currently a subscriber to Outer Points Productions,
Please do.
greatly appreciate that. And then share it with everybody that you know. Got lots of stuff coming up. Ooh, 9-ball break. Does not count. 9-ball gets spotted. And Dereck continues to shoot where it is.
And unfortunately, don't leave on the 2.
Yeah, this is one of those. I think I would actually push to. I don't know if I'm going to get up there, and I would push in the down by the upper right-hand corner. Just to take away. This is my biggest fear. Is the 9 is still in play here. So if Tim can jack up on this 2-ball, because he can see a piece of it, and then, get a piece of the 9, Dereck could actually make this 9-ball
Yeah.
in the lower right. Yeah, and he's looking at it too. That's why I would rather push down to the other end of the table. It takes all of that out of play. Because the last thing you want to do is get somebody lucky. Thanks for the like and the share, Patrick Carlson. See what I mean? That cue ball. Look at this. Almost makes it in the corner. And look at the look on Tim. Hold on a second.
Yep.
No, don't move, Tim. Damn it.
Too late. You missed it.
You should have.
Yeah, should have seen the look on his face.
Oh my God, he was panicked. Let me. What the hell just happened? See,
Yep.
that's why I like pushing to the opposite
And that's why I'm
side.
surprised Tim passed it up also. I'm surprised Tim didn't see
Yeah,
that.
you fire at that. That's a free opportunity. Now, Tim has a free opportunity to tie this match because he can play this with a little bit of like left-hand spin off the 2-ball and potentially make the 9 in the corner.
Yep. Well, he could either that or pocket the 2 on the side and play the 3-9.
Yeah,
Bingo.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even see that as an option.
All right, tied back up at 5-5.
Why not? Why not?
Race to 2 and 9-ball. Yeah, these boys are keeping it tight in rotation.
Shoot out. Shoot out. All right. Like Chris said, race to 2. Good break.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
ball
look
gets
at
kicked in.
this. There is a possible 2-9 combo.
Oh, I'd be going for that all day long.
Oh, you have to. This is a free swing.
Yep.
You could actually draw the cue ball behind the 7. So kind of make a two-way shot. Oh, even better. But look at what... Is that froze to the 8-ball?
I think it did freeze, yep.
I don't think Dereck can even hit this. Oh, maybe there is. Maybe there is a little gap there.
Yeah, possibly.
It's hard to tell. Man, I wish I had a zoom on my overhead camera. Weird things happen. It's 9-ball. Weird things happen. Yeah, Tim's got a shot.
That just says missed the traffic.
Missed the scratch.
Ooh.
No, he's good.
No.
Not the easiest shape from the 3 to the 4, though.
Nope. Got to go through the traffic again.
That's no good.
Nope. Could be a tight cut into the side, but hard to tell. Trick is getting onto the 5.
Oh,
Oh,
I
very
guess he could
nice.
see it.
Yeah,
That was nicely played.
very nicely
That
played.
was tough. That's a very small window there. This is just a stop shot.
Yep.
Holy buckets, did that cue ball get away?
Whoopsie. Well, now just float down for the 7 in the side.
Hey, you don't have much choice.
Yep.
That cue ball's like an inch off the rail.
Taking this one down in the corner.
Yikes.
Ooh, use that whole pocket. Both them boys keep rattling that pocket.
Any harder, that cue ball or that 6-ball stays on the table.
Yep.
That pocket speed is what allowed that thing to drop. Uh-oh.
He's
He's fine.
good.
Now he's got to come probably 2, if not 3 rails around and play the 9-ball in the same pocket. That's what I'd do.
Yep.
Yep. Couldn't have hit it any better. All right, to go on the hill.
6-5.
Nice break. Makes the 9 again on the break. Ooh, and I think he's got a shot, too.
Yep. It's hard to tell if he can pocket that one or not. See enough of it.
If not, I think he could play it off the 7 and still
Yep.
make it. Kind of the issue, though, is where's he going to play the 2? Because it does have a little bit of an angle. He's going to have to get that 5 out of the way.
Yep. Or he's got to definitely play off the 7 with a good draw shot and draw back past the 5.
He could play the 2-3 combo. He could just follow it. He's still going to catch a piece of the 5, though. A good shot. That's really well played.
Yep.
He really got through that well.
Taking the 2 up in the corner. Ooh.
Too frisky.
Yep. I'd have played a stop shot on that.
Yeah,
Played
or
the
just
3 in the
maybe let
side.
it, maybe even let it roll a ball forward, even if you have to go back down table. I get what he was trying to do, but man, he just put himself in a horrible spot right now. How's that?
Playing safe. Good containing safe.
Yeah, Tim can see it.
Yep. I don't think he can pocket it anywhere without getting overly aggressive.
Wait a second. I thought he could see that.
Apparently not.
What?
I don't know.
There's no way. Guarantee you he could see that.
Yeah, I agree. I think he could see that from there. I don't know why he went this way. Unless he thought he was going to get more to the 3 and hook him behind the 4.
Dereck just left himself very straight on this 4 ball. He can cheat it to the left side of the pocket and come back out for... But now he almost has to play the 5 in the side past the 7 where anything could happen.
Yeah, if he misses the cheat just a little bit, he could possibly hit the 8 with the cue ball. Oh, he's trying to draw.
Oh, boy.
This could get interesting. Well, that works.
But does it? Because now, look at the angle on the 5. Where is he going to play the 7? That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So now, he is in huge trouble here. Even if he makes this 7 ball, he's got to put so much inside English on this.
To try and get back over for the 8. Nails
Wow.
it. Ooh. That's still a nice shot, though.
That was a hell of a nice shot.
Yep.
What a massive shot here.
Yeah, because unfortunately it puts Dereck in a pickle because Tim's on the hill. So
This
it's like
is huge.
he's got to make it or he's got to hook Tim.
Yeah, this is huge. Oh, no.
Well, the good thing is the cue is tight on the rail for Dereck. The bad thing is Tim's pretty good at these shots. Because I leave him on the rail all the time, so I give him lots of practice.
Yeah, but you do it accidentally.
That's
It's
beside the
not
point.
on purpose.
As long as it wins me the game, that's all that matters.
All right, fair enough.
I wouldn't try anything fancier. I'd just try and pocket the ball and see what I get for a leave on the 9.
Yeah, you almost have to. I mean, this is a game-winning shot, or match-winning shot.
Yep. I wouldn't try and get fancy. I wouldn't try and get back half table. I would just pocket the 8. And either with enough speed to hit the rail and come floating back over to the same side of the pot or the same side of the table for a cut on the 9. Yep, see, and that's why I went to try to get fancy.
Oh, look at this. Oh, I thought he was actually going to get lucky and get behind
Yep,
that 9
I thought he
ball.
was going to get lucky for a half a second. You know, because now you've led Dereck back to the table to most likely get out here for a hill match in the 9-ball set.
I like what Derek's looking at here. Instead of doing something fancy and potentially miscuing or whatever
Yep.
the case,
I just float over and take the 9 in the
Absolutely.
side.
100%.
Yep.
Make it
Perfect.
simple on yourself.
All right, folks.
Hill, hill.
Hill in the 9-ball set.
Yeah, baby.
Shoot out, shoot out, shoot.
We're a long ways away from that yet, but
Depends on who wins this game. Tim wins this game, match is done.
let's
Derek-
talk about Rich Stadler just for a moment. Actually, let's talk about his wife, too, Sue, because they own Togetherness in Billet Spin here in Oshkosh. Ooh, dry break for Tim. They make heirloom quality pens, among other items such as spinners, and now they make folding knives and all kinds of good stuff. Check out their website over at billetspin.com. He's got some really... Actually, Rich is going to be giving me some either a pen or some spinners or whatever to raffle off on the stream.
Cool.
So, yeah.
I want to win a pen just because.
I think I've mentioned it before, but yeah, it's like you get a free pen, but the ink is $900. It's not a bad deal.
No,
you know?
it's not. It's high quality ink.
Yep. Almost writes by itself. Trying to get behind that 8-ball.
Yep.
That's a tall task. Well, this rack just keeps getting more interesting.
Yep. I think Fred's trying to get the number 1 crown back.
Is he spamming?
Yep.
Look at this.
Oh, there's an unfortunate roll.
Look at this. You know, here's what's funny about this, Chris. This is not an easy hit, right?
Correct.
So, if Tim doesn't get a hit,
This could be a 1-9 in the side.
Yes, Dereck could take a swing at this 1-9, which is not too tough. Huge.
Drama. Drama on the table.
Never. Never on outer points. Never happens. All right, I got the replay ready. Jump, kick.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, here's what I was talking about. Uh-oh. Now, do you take the combo or do you run out?
Right, because the runout's really not hard.
It's not.
And really, the hardest shot's probably from 2 to the 3.
Hit. I'm just not going to say a word. This oh, look at this. He's going to get safe besides. Oh, nope. Tim's got a well, he can hit it. He
Yep,
doesn't have a shot.
He doesn't have a pocketable shot, but he can hit it.
Oh, my gosh.
Play safe.
The 9 comes off
The
the outer
outer
point,
point.
and saves Tim from going to a third set.
Yep.
Tim's going to play this 2-ball. Watch. He's going to make the 2. Oh. Oh, never mind. Wow. Are you serious? Look at this. He ends up hooking him. I mean, he got the shape on the 2.
Yep. He got beautiful shape on the 2.
There is
and
a
hooked
window.
Dereck behind the 9 ball.
There is a window between the 5 and the 7. It's not a big window, but there is a window. See,
Yeah,
see where
he's
he's
looking at
pointing
it.
there. This is doable. I think I would rather. So he's looking at the 2 rail that way. I think this is a much harder shot than the 1 rail between the 5 and the 7, because that window.
Oh, yeah, that can tighten up really quick,
Oh,
and
you
that
ain't
5 ball
kidding.
becomes a peach ball.
The 6 is huge from here too. Well, yeah, not really, but
Not
yeah,
really, but yeah, I think the 5 ball just became twice its size.
yeah. This 5 is just monster. Now, you got Tim to end this match. This could be it.
Yeah, well, I'm still going to go with getting from the 2 to the 3 is the tricky part. And maybe even 7 to the 8 because of where the 9's sitting if you hit it too short. Ooh, getting a little close to that side pocket. As he looks up to the sky going, why did I get so close to that side pocket? And now he's kind of straight in, so now I got to kind of do a punch follow. Oh, well executed.
So as long as he can avoid the 7 ball, if he can get between the 5 and the 7, oh, you just throw it in there.
Yep.
Even easier.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. This rack just got a whole lot harder.
Yep.
You know what I would do? I would put that cue ball right by the 8. I would not even try to pocket this 6 ball. I think Tim has to play safe here.
That would be the smart way to go.
Jeepers. Look at this.
Wow. What a shot on the 6 ball.
And that pocket down there by the 8 is huge
Yep.
with the 8 ball there. Here's the thing that could happen.
You could
If
get
he-
hit in a bad
yes.
position.
He could actually, if he touches this 8 ball,
Now the trick is to get on the 9.
yeah, this is no gimme either.
Nope. So I
Yeah,
said 7.
actually, it's not too tough. Honestly, this isn't too bad. Yeah.
Whew. Little breath of relief there on Tim's. Saw him take a sigh of relief there when the cue came around for the 9, but beautiful match.
Wow. That was,
Nice job by Dereck putting up a fight in the 9 ball.
yeah, no kidding.
That was a great match.
There was, this could have definitely gone either way.
Yep.
Tim did not have to win, especially with the penalty as well.
Yes.
You know, that could have
Yep.
really turned around and bit him right in the rear end.
Yes, and that's what I said. It was fortunate for Tim to, quote, make that mistake very early in the set because he still had time to recuperate.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like it was six or 7 games up for Dereck, and now all of a sudden he's like on the hill right away.
Well, thank you, everybody, for a fun day of pool here at Outer Points Productions. Of course,
Yes.
we are always live at the Varsity Club. And just to give you an idea, there are 11 more matches in the next 13 days. So I'm gonna do my best to put a schedule together. I just don't have the times on them, but I do have a schedule together. Tomorrow night, though, let me tell you what's going on. And I did this the other day for Anthony Sadlin, so why don't we just do it again? I'll just tell you what's going on. Because I think we have another Scotch doubles match tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Today's the 1st, so tomorrow would be the 2nd. That would make
Correct.
sense, right?
1 + 1 =
yes.
2.
So tomorrow night, this is going to be a fun one. It's the defending champions, Caden Hillman and Taylor Collar, taking on Brent Rossman and Jeff Hubie. So that is going to be a lot of fun. That is at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. So when you get an opportunity, come on over.
Come and watch. It'll be fun.
Fully mic'd up, as usual. Taylor Collar has the record for the most F-bombs on the stream, so I'm expecting that's probably not going to change.
Right?
So, anyway, after that, like I said, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think there's a stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you name it. So,
Wow. Busy.
thanks. As always, thank you everybody very much for tuning in this afternoon, all day today.
Yep.
Oh, we've been streaming for
6 hours.
6 hours, 7 hours right now, almost 6.5 hours. Thanks to all the new subscribers, as always. All the viewers, you guys are freaking fantastic.
Yes, you are.
Much, much appreciated. So, until tomorrow night, enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, and we will see you then.
Thank you, everybody.